Hello everyone, today we're going over speed ladder drills for soccer players. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some drills that I recommend you do with a speed ladder. Now if you don't have a speed ladder, I will put a link in the description on how you can make your own or buy a very cheap one so that you have one. I mean, I know it's a piece of equipment that not everyone has, but you can very easily make your own speed ladder. It's not that hard, so don't use that as an excuse. I'll leave that in the description below, but today I'm going to give you a few drills you can use to with a speed ladder, which are going to increase your agility and your foot speed along with your fitness as well. Okay, having said that, I'm going to give you 3 different types of agility techniques or drills you can do with a speed ladder that are great for soccer players. I personally use these ones all the time down the years. I was first introduced to them when I was in high school, and I remember how much better it made me. I remember when we used to do them every Wednesday at school, and I would do them, and we used to have indoor soccer, and I was amazed how much faster they made my feet. And combine that with all the practice I was doing with dribbling and ball control, it made me very, very good, especially with indoor soccer, where you need to be able to dribble within closed space or restricted space. So here are the 3 drills. I'm going to show you them, give you an example of me doing them, and then I'm going to explain each one and why they are important. Okay, so the first one here is a very simple one. It involves putting both feet in one rung and then the next. So you lead with one foot, then your next foot, then the next foot, then the next foot. I gave you a slow motion version, so you should see what's going on. What happens is once you get to the end of the ladder, you will then go do the same thing, except you'll be going sideways, and then you're going to go back doing the same thing sideways. Then you'll go front again, if that makes sense. So it's front, side, side, front, side, side, okay? And I'll explain how long you should be doing each of these drills afterwards. But that's the first one. This one's great just for initial foot speed. It's not going to be great for turning direction changing or anything, but it's going to be great for just getting your feet much more quick when going in one direction. Okay, so the second one is one that I really like. It looks a little more complicated, but don't worry, it's really not. And just as a reminder, if you can't get these drills right away, you can't do them as fast as I can, don't worry about it. I mean, I've been doing them for a while. That's the only reason I can do them as fast as I am doing them. Just concentrate on getting the technique right first. And once you have the technique right, work on going a little bit faster each time. Remember, it's not about how fast you can go at first. It's about getting the technique right and then improving your speed over time. No one's going to go from here to here. You're not going to be able to go from never having done it to being able to do it really fast. You're going to have to go each step in between before you get to that. So don't worry about that. And just really quick, the second one is amazing for changing direction and pivoting and turning and things like that. As you can see, as you're quickly changing direction pretty much on each rung. And this one has probably been one that's really helped me out with skill moves, because if you check, the body feint and step over and other moves are very similar to this movement, where you quickly fake one way and go the other, or quickly step over one way and go the other. So this movement is really good for having fast step overs and other moves that involve moving in one direction really quickly or faking in one direction and going the other way. Okay guys, so this third drill that you saw, again, it involves putting your first foot in the rung and your other foot's going to be outside the rung, and you're going to hop and basically switch and do that the whole way to the end of the ladder. This is another great one for increased foot speed and being able to have faster feet when it comes to skill moves. Now, it's important to stay on your toes while you do this. I mean, I'm only saying that because you can't really, I don't know if you can really tell from the footage, but you're on the toes, your toes pretty much the whole time. If you're flat-footed, it's going to be very hard to do this one quickly. All right, so those are the 3 ones that I recommend you start doing if you want to increase your foot speed. It's a great place to start off at. There are many other speed ladder drills you can do, and it's very easy to look them up. But if you stick to just these 3, you'll see a massive increase in your foot speed and your ability to do skill moves quickly and dribble really fast as well. Now remember, if you don't have a speed ladder, don't worry. I left a link in the description where you can make your own speed ladder. Now don't skip this step. Don't sit there and think, well, I don't have a speed ladder, so I can't do these. You can make your own, and it's not that difficult. Again, just check the link in the description, okay? So one thing I'll recommend when you're doing these drills is to keep a record of how many rungs you go or how many times you get there and back each time you do these drills. And your goal should be to beat that record. Remember how I said don't worry about going too fast at first? Well, that's how you get faster, by trying to beat your record each time. Remember, concentrate on technique, but you should be trying to do a little bit better each time. And don't worry if you do a little worse or you're kind of at the same level. If you keep doing it over time, you'll get better and better and better, and you'll be surprised how quickly you get to a point where your feet are just really, really fast. So I recommend that you actually do these for 30 seconds each, and you do 3 sets of each. So you'll start a timer for 30 seconds. You'll do the first drill, go there as fast as you can, right? And then record how many times you went up and down, and then record the number of rungs to see how many rungs you got through in 30 seconds. Then do the second drill and the third drill in the same manner, 30 seconds, how many rungs, and then record that. And then do that 2 more times with each drill. This will do a few things. This is a good little workout to increase your foot speed. It's also going to help your fitness, and like I said, your skill moves with your foot speed. All right, guys, so in conclusion, I think that all soccer players should be doing quick foot drills. I especially recommend ladder drills because it makes it a lot more simple to see what you're doing, and it also involves many different exercises, or there's many choices of different exercises you can do with a speed ladder. I mean, it is called a speed ladder for a reason. So if you are looking to increase your foot speed, be better at skill moves, just have better agility, which is something I forgot to mention, then these are really perfect for you to start doing, and they're very easy to do as well. And there's also the added byproduct or bonus that if you do these drills, you'll improve your fitness. All right, guys, remember to sign up for my email list. A lot of you who are on the email list already got an email from me recently where I asked if you guys wanted me to do a monthly report on players that you should look at and watch every single month. So I got a lot more replies than I thought I would, so I am going to start doing that. For those of you who don't know, who didn't get the email, just sign up for my email list, because every month I'm going to be sending out a report, basically a mini ebook that's going to go over about 5 to 10 players that I recommend you start watching for that month, who you can learn off. This will be players in every position. It's going to be players that aren't as obvious, players that you may have not heard of, but I'll make sure that these are players you can definitely learn off of, and I'm going to choose players that aren't injured, and I'm going to choose players that are in form. So that's important. So for example, even though Vincent Kompany is one of the best defenders in the world, he wouldn't be in next month's issue because he's injured. I'll be selecting a fit and informed player. So if that's something that interests you, just hit the link below where it says monthly report. It will take you to my website where it'll go over a little more detail of what it is, and you'll have the option to sign up for my email list, and every single person on my email list will be getting that report at the beginning of next month and every month afterwards, as I'll be making a new report every single month. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. We release 3 to 4 videos every single week that are designed to help you as a soccer player. Also, like us on Facebook, because we do a lot of things on there as well, including voting for which video you want me to do next. All right, guys, thank you once again. Make sure you like this video as well, which really helps out the channel and getting the video out there. Make sure you share it on your Twitter, Facebook, and other social media platforms with your teammates and friends, because the more of you that do that, the more we can spread this channel and the more kind of resources I can put into it. All right, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.